D.C.K.O, motherfuckers. Alright, so the comic opens by throwing you straight into a city that is absolutely fucked from top to bottom. No slow intro, no here's the setting, none of that nice clean storytelling shit. You're just immediately dropped into this tense situation where something illegal is already happening behind the scenes. There's a deal going on, some kind of criminal exchange, and right away you can tell nobody trusts anybody. People are talking, but it's that kind of talking where everyone's hands are a little too close to their weapons, and every sentence sounds like it could turn into a threat. And surprise, surprise, it all goes to shit almost immediately. The deal doesn't go smoothly, because of course it doesn't, and someone ends up dead or seriously screwed over. It's not random either. The comic makes it clear this moment matters. This is the spark that lights the whole damn fire. Whatever just happened, it's gonna ripple through everything else in the story. Then we cut over to our main character, and this dude already looks like he's been dealing with this city's bullshit for way too long. He's not shocked that something bad happened. If anything, he's just annoyed. Like, yep, another fucked up day in this fucked up place. But what makes it interesting is that he's not just reacting randomly, he's already connected to this world. Whether it's through past cases, personal ties, or just being deep in the crime scene of the city, he knows how things work. So when this incident happens, he doesn't sit around waiting. He starts moving immediately, and this is where the comic actually does something solid. His investigation has structure. It's not just chaos. He follows leads. He talks to specific people who are connected to the deal that went wrong. And yeah, he's aggressive as fuck about it, but there's a reason behind everything he does. He's not just punching people for fun. He's trying to get information, and each interaction pushes him a little closer to understanding what happened. He starts with the lower level players, the kind of people who are involved, but not in charge. These are the guys who know just enough to be useful, but not enough to feel safe. And every time he questions someone, you can feel the tension. Nobody trusts him. And honestly, they probably shouldn't. Because the way he handles things is basically, talk now, or things are about to get a lot worse for you. As he keeps digging, patterns start forming. Names come up more than once. Locations start connecting. You begin to see that this wasn't just a random deal gone wrong. It was part of something bigger. There's an organized structure behind it, with people higher up pulling strings while others take the risks. And the deeper he goes, the more obvious it becomes that he's not just dealing with one problem. He's poking at an entire network. And here's where the comic really leans into that nobody is trustworthy vibe. Because every person he talks to is holding something back. Even when they give him useful information, it never feels complete. It's like everyone's telling half-truths, just enough to protect themselves, but not enough to actually help him fully understand what's going on. You're constantly thinking, yeah, this is gonna come back to bite him. And sure enough, it does. Right when he thinks he's got a solid lead, everything gets flipped on its head. Someone feeds him bad information or deliberately sets him up, and he walks straight into it. This part isn't just there for drama, it actually matters. It shows that he's not in control of the situation. He's playing a game where other people are just as smart, just as dangerous, and way more prepared to screw him over. So now he's not just investigating, he's recovering from getting played. And this is where his character shifts a bit. Before, he was aggressive but still somewhat controlled. Now he's pissed, like properly pissed. The kind of pissed where you stop caring about doing things the right way and start focusing on getting results, no matter what it costs. He goes back through what he knows, starts rethinking everything, and you can actually see the logic kicking in again. He realizes something doesn't add up, and instead of backing off, he doubles down. He starts confronting people more directly, cutting through the lies, and forcing the truth out of situations that were previously unclear. It's messy, it's risky, but it works. Eventually, this all leads to a confrontation with someone directly tied to the original incident. Not necessarily the top boss, but someone important enough to know what really happened. And this scene is where everything comes together. Tension, anger, and finally, some actual answers. We find out what went wrong in that opening deal. Who betrayed who pulled the trigger, or who set the whole thing up. It's not just random violence, there's a reason behind it, and it connects back to the bigger network that's been hinted at throughout the issue. But here's the key thing. The comic doesn't give you everything. It answers the immediate question, but it leaves the bigger picture wide open. And that's honestly what makes the ending hit. Because yeah, our guy survives. Yeah, he gets some truth. But does he fix anything? Not really. The city is still completely fucked. The people in power are still out there. And now he's even deeper in this mess than he was before. So the issue ends on that note. Not with a victory, but with momentum. He's got more information, more enemies, and way more reasons to keep going. It's basically the comic saying, congrats, you figured out one piece of the puzzle. Now get ready for the rest of this fucked up picture. And that's D.C.K.O. issue number 1. Not a clean hero story, not a simple mystery, but a gritty step-by-step dive into a crime that just keeps getting bigger the more you look at it. But the comic doesn't just stop at the he's angry and solving shit vibe. There's a lot of world building tucked into the chaos, showing you how this city chews people up and spits them out. We see the neighborhoods, the alleys, the bars where deals are whispered over cheap booze and broken neon signs. Every background panel is loaded with tiny details that make you feel the weight of the city. Graffiti calling out old vendettas, news tickers reporting murders like sports scores. Even the trash piling up on sidewalks feels like a metaphor for society here. It's grim, but it's alive. And the comic uses that to make you care about this shit show of a world, even if you know it's hopeless. And while our main guy is tough as nails, issue number 1 hints at his flaws in ways that are almost funny if they weren't so deadly serious. He drinks too much, swears like a sailor, and has a knack for alienating anyone who might actually want to help him. There's a moment where he's interrogating some low-level punk, and the kid literally begs him to chill. And the response is basically, not my problem, kid. Talk or die. It's harsh, but it gives you a clear picture of his moral compass. It's sharp, it's jagged, and it's pointed entirely at getting results, rather than playing by any rules. You can't exactly root for him in a hero sense, but you respect the efficiency and the sheer balls he brings to this nightmare of a city. Then there's the humor. Yeah, it's filthy, and yeah, it's dark, but it's perfect for breaking up the tension without undercutting it. Someone gets a face full of pie, someone else trips into a dumpster while trying to escape a gunfight, and there are these little sarcastic quips he makes mid-chase that are just pure venom. The comic knows when to let the audience breathe, and it does it in ways that make you laugh, while also reminding you that nobody's safe. The humor is a pressure valve, but it also reinforces the tone. Life here is absurd, violent, and every moment you think you're ahead, the city is ready to slap you back down.